All right. Sorry guys for the break in transmission, right? So I said we're looking at today is going to be as usual, it's going to be interactive, it's going to be interesting. Um Ugochukwu, sorry, sorry if you didn't actually make it to the attendance. So that's next time come early, eh? Next time come early. All right. So today we're going to get into something quite different from what we've been doing for the past few days. Um, so we're going to start learning how to actually give computers instructions. All right. So then before I begin explaining anything, so I want to test something. I want to test something real quick. So if you're ready for this class, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
If you're ready for this class, type I'm ready so that I can know you're ready so we can proceed because I'm ready. Yes. Akan is ready. Omotaya is ready. Ikemini is ready. Rikechi is ready. Who else? Who else is ready? Faswe is ready. Ugochukwu is ready. Flowers, you're not ready. Toluwani, you're not ready. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I have a simple question for every one of us here. I just want to test something real quick. So, who thinks they can give me instructions that I can follow exactly? Like, for example, imagine I'm a computer. Yeah, imagine I'm a computer. Your job is to tell me how to make a cup of tea. But here's the rule, Sha. Here's the rule. I will only do exactly what you tell me. You understand? So I cannot assume anything. So your job now, who can take on that role? So imagine I'm your computer, right? And then I want to make a cup of tea. So your job is to guide me or instruct me. I cannot assume anything, so don't think I will start assuming that I should, do this, do that. So who's going to try? I can.
Morning, sir. So,
So I want
like,
to make a cup of
how,
tea. I can. How do I make a cup
yeah,
of tea?
first you boil water until it
How do
reaches
I?
you boil water
Water.
until it reaches
I
a
can. I
boiling
can. Can you
boil.
repeat? Can you repeat again? My mic wasn't on. Go on.
Yeah. You can boil water until it reaches a complete boil, and then place the tea
Let's hold
bag
on. Hold on.
into a
Hold on. Hold on. It's going to be step by step. All right. You're not giving me an essay. You get so
okay.
it's step by step. So what's the first step? What should I do first?
So you boil the water until it reaches a
Okay.
complete boil.
Okay. So how do I
So
boil the water? Do I
you put
does the kettle just does the kettle just start boiling?
first you put water inside kettle.
Okay, so how do I get to put the water inside the kettle?
You carry the kettle, go to a sink, and then put the water inside.
So do I just lie okay, what if I'm lying down? Do I lie down to carry the kettle?
No, like you get up.
Okay, I get up, okay.
Yes. Then you find a tea bag and place it into a cup.
Okay.
Then you pour the hot water over the tea, and then
The hot water.
steep the tea. Yeah, like the
Okay.
hot water from the kettle. Then you
Okay.
now steep the tea for 4 minutes. and then
Okay.
remove the tea bag, and then you can add some milk, sugar, or lemon.
Okay. How do I drink it?
Uh, you like get the hand one. Oh, you don't drink it, bro. Yeah, you're a robot.
I don't drink. All right, nice one, nice one. I can clap for Akan. That was a very good one. Okay, let me change it because I can support that one now. Okay, so imagine I want to clear the area. Like let's say I'm at my room now, and then I see a pack of biscuits, a biscuits wrap on my floor, and I want to display it. Now I want somebody to instruct me on the process. Why does do I just fly to get there? And they can. You want to try? And you can please be audible. So
Well, I didn't really get the question.
you didn't really get the question. Okay, I
Yeah.
said I want to get rid of a biscuit wrap on my ground, like on the floor. I saw a biscuit wrap on the floor, and I want to get rid of it by putting it in a trash. So how do I go about it?
So, okay. So, okay. So, if
By
you're
step,
sitting down,
step by
okay.
step.
Okay, assuming you're sitting down, you obviously need to stand up. So,
Stand up. Okay.
okay, after that,
I'm
you
still
probably bend down or like squat, then where
not
you feel.
the okay, hold on. The wrap is not close to me, by the way.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah.
now, so you now walk towards the raft. Once you now feel like how do I put this? Okay, so like you could walk towards the raft, and then when you feel something on your legs, like you have something like
Okay.
probably crouch and then pick up from the ground, and then you could keep you could locate the nearest dustbin near you, and you could release it into there.
All right. That's good. Clap for Andika. Nice one, Andika. That means you guys understand how to give instructions. That's what I was looking at for before I get into today's class. So today's class we'll be looking at introduction to coding. Introduction to coding. Yeah. So we're looking at how computers follow instructions, right? Looking at how computers follow instructions. Okay. So we get to understand that humans can understand incomplete instructions. Like, for example, when I can said when I told Akan to instruct me on on how to make tea, Akan can just easily tell me go to the kitchen. I'll be go to the kitchen. Yes, boil water. Because I'm a human, I can understand those incomplete instructions. But computers don't think the way we do. You get so computers they have to follow a step by step process. All right, you have to give them precise instructions to follow. Yeah, so they don't think like human beings. They don't have a brain of their own. We are the ones that do the programming, right? So okay, um, this person that drew this stuff on the screen is ruining my. But let me see if I can remove it. Is that drawing stationary? Good. Please don't draw my screen. If you cannot, if you want to draw, make sure you remove it. Don't even draw. Don't even draw in the first place. Thank you. So, so I want someone to tell me, do you think programming and coding are the same thing? Like, who can differentiate between the two for me? The difference between programming and coding is programming coding. or is coding programming? Yeah. So who can answer that question for me? Don't start searching AI, because I know that's what we. So I can't see you guys. So you know, don't worry. By next week we'll start opening our cameras so that I'll be watching all of you. So Andika, what do you think programming is, and what do you think coding is?
Okay. So, programming and coding, they're very similar. Like, actually, you code when you're programming, but they're a little bit, but like, there's a difference between them. So, coding is the act of you writing instructions to give the computer. While programming is like a full process of you writing the code. That like coding is just you writing the code, while programming is like a full process. If you get what I'm saying.
So coding is you writing the code
Yeah, coding is writing the instructions to give the computer.
instructions.
While programming
Okay.
is like the entire process of everything. Everything within also involves if there's a robot, also involves building the robot. I think I like programming.
Okay. That's good. Please clap for Andika. Andika, you have an idea. So before I actually proceed, I need to know the age bracket of the students here. So if you are in if you are in primary school, yeah, just signify. Please, if your hands are up, just drop your hands for now. If you're in primary school, signify by raising your hand so that I can know how to. Um, if you're in primary school, or if you are below the age of 10, signify. Yeah, below the age of 10, signify. I'm trying to collect some records because on your on your forms I saw some ages below the age of 10. So okay, Christine, what class are you, Christine? Christine, what class are you?
I'm
What's your
in class 4.
You're in class 4. Okay, all right. So
Yes.
do you understand what Adikan said? Yeah, Christine,
Mm,
you don't understand.
yes.
Okay, that's fine. So who else aside Christine? Who else?
No, not all.
Okay, so um, Andika, you want to say something? I'm seeing sir on the. Okay, all right. So Christine, yeah, Christine, are you hearing me? Okay, so Christine, this is for you. So code basically is just the act of like giving computer instruction. You- Imagine you have like a robot friend now, Christine, and then the robot can do amazing things, sha, but it does not know what you want unless you tell it. Yeah. So coding now is like giving the robot instructions. So you can tell the robot move forward, and it's to move forward. Hmm? You can tell it turn left to turn left. You can tell it pick up the ball. So that's just it's not something really very big. Yeah. It's not something really very big. That's why I had to refrain so that I can be sure that people here actually understand because I saw. Yes, so if for example now you want the robot, like let's say you have a robot now and you want your robot to get a ball. So you can say before the robot gets to the ball, it's not a human being, so it doesn't have a brain. So you can tell it move forward. You can give instructions like move forward. All right. When it moves forward, you say turn right or turn left. Move forward again. So you keep giving it those instructions. Those instructions now is referred to as coding. All right. So tell it move forward, turn left, turn right. Those are instructions. Those are code, more like codes. Then when it gets to the ball, you can say pick up the ball, stand up, turn around, move backwards, move forwards, come back. You get so writing the individual instructions is what is known as coding. You get when you're writing it, not saying it. You get so when you write it down on a code base, is referred to as coding. Or when you put the instructions together to make the robot complete is the whole job of programming. You understand? So that's the difference between coding and programming. Whose mic is on? So so coding is writing the instructions. Those things that I just said now, move forward, turn right, turn left. That is coding. But then programming is using those instructions now that you've written now to solve a problem. You understand? Or another example now. This is for everybody now. So coding now is like let's say you want to cook um you want to cook noodles, right? So coding now is like writing the steps of the recipe. You get so we can write what add water, add um, one cup of water, add a cup of water, pour out your noodles, right? All those steps is coding. But then programming is like deciding what you want to cook, planning the recipe. Much more bigger idea. Coding is part of programming, all right? So programming is like deciding what you want to cook, planning the recipe, writing the steps, cooking it, tasting it, fixing it if something goes wrong. That's debugging. Yeah, so that is the idea I want you guys to understand. All right. So hope you all understand now. Christine, hope you understand. If you don't understand, you can still let me know. I will simplify it again. Christine, Christine, is she there? So I hope I've been able to differentiate between programming and coding, so you don't mix it. So you don't mix it up. Hope everybody understands. Hmm? Andika, you don't really get. Who else doesn't understand? If you don't understand, raise your hand. Who else doesn't understand? Rikichi, you don't understand. Okay. So okay. So programming basically is the process of this is definition now. It's the process of creating instructions that the computer can execute to perform a task or solve a problem. While coding is see programming is like the bigger picture. All right. Let's say you want to program if you're programming a robot, you think outside only writing the instructions part. Yeah, you think about the how the robot looks, the mechanism, like the parts, the moving parts. You understand? You think about the wiring, how everything connects, how everything more like connects basically. Yeah. So you think about the planning phase, the testing, you understand? But meanwhile, coding is just the act of like the writing, it's just the programming, it's like it's just the sorry, not programming, it's just the writing of the instructions. Do you understand? Is it clearer now?
Yes, sir.
So if you understand, raise your hand so I can see if you understand. There are some people that are not even interactive in this class. Omotayo. Okay, okay. Christine, I'm not heard from you. Christine, I'm not heard from you. Okay, so um okay, let's see this. So programming now. So since we all understand, programming now is giving you so you can write it down so you don't forget. Programming is giving a computer instructions to do a task and solve a problem. So you can say um example, tell the computer to move a character. So the character moves. So you have the idea, you write the instructions, computer execute them, and you get the result. That's just the whole analogy. All right. So we're going to be so before so that's so that process now there's the process of actually those those instructions now there's what is called in computer. Who can tell me? In tech, there's something is called flowers. You want to tell me something? The steps, those instructions, those instructions now that run. There's a word I'm looking for. There's something is called Tolu.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Do you know what it's called? That's
Yes,
step by step.
it's called algorithm.
Correct. Please clap for Tolu. Clap for Tolu Wani. You're not clapping. Clap for him. Oh, it's not easy. So that process now, those those steps or that step by step procedure to accomplish something is known as algorithm. So so you cannot program without following a particular um, algorithmic process, right? So who can give me the steps for making noodles now? For example, let me explain how algorithm comes in the picture. For example, noodles now. Who can make noodles here? Who can make indomie? Yeah, Kemini, tell me.
First, we start, then we go to the then we go to the kitchen and get a pot. We
Yes,
fill the pot with water. We add our noodles and let it boil. Then we add spices and
spices,
everything
right?
and some vegetables if needed. Then you leave
Good,
it to boil again. Then that's
good.
all.
That's good. So you can cook. I like to eat your food, though. Ekemini. I like to eat your indomie. It's like it tastes nice. But nice one, Ekemini. Clap for Ekemini. So now we understand now that an algorithm is just simply a step-by-step procedure. So if you hear it outside, you can actually this is just like basic knowledge. It's not like the full algorithm, but you can understand simply that an algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to accomplish something. All right, you can write that down. So now, Ekemini. So if I'm cooking my indomie now and okay, first of all, I want to cook indomie, and then I start pouring the spice without putting the indomie already. Yeah, would it come out? Would it come out well?
Yes.
It will come out well. Like let's say I just put my pot on fire now, and then I pour the spice, then I allow the spice to boil without putting water. Will this come out well?
No,
Why won't it come out well?
because you did not add water or like.
Good. Now that idea now is known as sequence. All right. So now in coding, sequence matters. All right, or other matters. So now sequence now is known as the order of instructions, the order that the instructions are carried out. So you cannot pour the spice before actually putting the noodles. All right, but maybe there are some other ways that people cook it too. You guess, but without water, the spice might just end up burning. Or for another example now, like as we've seen here on the screen. Hope you guys can see my screen. Hope you can all see my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay. So other matters, right? So for example, now I want to go out. Let's say I want to go to school now. Do you go to school before dressing up? Eh? Who goes to school before dressing up? Yeah, let me see. Or who dresses up before waking up? That's you're dressing in your dream before you now say you want to wake up and go to school. Who does that here? I want to see um, that person. Nobody does it, right? That's good. So we understand that you have to actually wake up first. There's a sequence to every code, right? Every code base. So you cannot leave home before getting dressed, before waking up. So order matters, right? You don't skip steps in when coding, all right? So you have to follow the order, the sequence. First of all, you wake up, then you brush your teeth. Then maybe you can take your bath, maybe you can come later there. Then you get dressed. Maybe you can eat after. Then you leave home to go to school. Do you understand? Christine, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Christine,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So you understand now. It's not big. It's not hard.
Yes.
All right. So now let me let me play a short video so you can, for those that don't understand, because not everybody's talking. Let me just play this short video. Okay, no. Sorry, hold on, guys. Um, okay. Okay. Um, all right. Yes. So hope you understand. The video is for another analogy. Hope everybody understands. Sequence is not it's not so complicated. All right. So we're going to get into. So what's the first thing I mentioned that you need to take to notes when writing codes? What was the first thing I said? Before sequence was what? All right, and they can.
I think you said it about that how robots don't think like human beings.
Yes, there was something I mentioned that who mentioned that? I think it was Tolu. The steps is known as what? The steps for writing the code is what? Pathway.
Algorithm.
Correct. Good. Nice one, Pathway. So first of all, we have the algorithms. Then we have the sequence. So after sequence, that what next? So we look into conditions. All right. Hope you're ready for conditions. So now, who can answer this question for me? What does your phone do when the battery gets very low? When you're, like you're playing game with your phone, right? And then the battery gets very low. What happens? What happens? I can. What happens? Or let's say it gets to. Let me rephrase. You're playing with your phone, and then it gets to 15%.
Oh, um,
It gets to
okay,
15%.
a notification will pop up.
Yes.
A notification will pop up, and then
Okay.
if you continue using it, to turn off.
Good. Good. So first of all, a notification pops up, right? When it gets to
Yeah.
when it gets to
Um,
what percent?
15, 10,
15,
and 5.
10. Good.
20, 15, 10.
Good. So now that idea is known as condition. Do you understand? That idea is known as condition. So when in coding, condition basically is if my battery gets to 15%, or if my battery gets to 20%, or if my battery gets to 10%, do this. Turn on battery saver or uh, notify me or what else? What else can happen? Turn off my game, basically. You get else if that means if the battery is not low, that's what else means. So if the battery is low, if is more like the opposite of else, right? So it's more like if this is happening, then this cannot happen. So if the battery is low, turn on battery saver or notify me. Else continue normal. That means that else now means that the battery was never low. Do you understand? Who understands? If you understand, raise your hand so that I can see. Flowers, you understand? Flowers, you don't understand. Ugochiku, do you understand? If my battery, okay, let me look for another example. Okay, let me just sit back. Let me play this video for you. Sit back. Let me play this video for you. So just sit back, and then when you come back, you tell me what you learned from the video. All right. Can I play the video now? Okay.
An if-else statement is a decision between two things. So say, for example, if it's a weekday, it's time to go to school. Otherwise, you can stay home and have fun. Now let's see how we can use an
I hear what she's saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do I need to start again? I should start again. Ugochukwu, I should start again. Or you are hearing what she's
Oh,
saying.
no need to separate.
Okay. So
An if-else statement is a decision between two things. So say, for example, if it's a weekday, it's time to go to school. Otherwise, you can stay home and have fun. Now let's see how we can use an if-else statement with our zombie. This block looks the same as the if block, but there's an extra part on the bottom that says else. If I put a move block where it says do, and a turn left block where it says else, that means the zombie will move forward if there's a path ahead. And if there's not a path ahead, the zombie will turn left. It's making a decision and doing one of the two actions based on that decision. And just like if blocks, you can put if else blocks inside repeat blocks. Now let's get those zombies back to where they belong.
Who understands what she said? Who understands what she said? We have Flowers explain what she said.
Okay, so what she's saying is that if it's given a command, like for example, she said that move if she is to move ahead,
Okay.
that it should work. Like if yeah, it should move ahead. If not, that it should turn left. What it's just trying to say is that there is a condition, as you said. If
Okay.
there is something, if there's a pathway, for example, if there's a pathway, it should move forward. But if there's no pathway, there's an alternative to the command, then it should move left. That the
That's it.
command has an alternative.
If there's an alternative, that's a very nice. That's a very nice word to use there. Thank you. Thank you. Clap for Flowers. Hope you all understand. Sorry guys, I had power outage over here, so my my Wi-Fi got disconnected. So let me quickly. Is my screen on? Can everyone see my screen?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay. How about now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I was saying that the idea of conditionals is not a very big, you know, it's not a big ideology. So it's simple, right? If something is true, do this. Else, do something else. That is just the whole idea behind conditionals, right? So computers check conditions and then choose what to do next, just like you do every day. You understand? So from that video now, she said go to school every week, weekdays. Else, if it's a weekend, stay at home. That is, in fact, it applies in our everyday life. We use conditionals every day of our lives, every single day. You understand? So it's something that we do every day. So it applies to computers too. It applies to computers too. All right, so I can move on, right? I want you guys to really understand what we are going into. Christine, do you understand? Because yeah, more like my major concern right now. Okay, Christine. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on. Right. So we're going to move into loops. Right. Who can tell me what a loop is? Like, because it's a loophole. Something keeps looping. I'm sure you've heard that. You've heard that word in some time of your life. You've heard the word loop. Christine, have you heard the word loop before? I want to hear from Christine. Do you know what a loop is?
Oh,
Okay, Christine, you don't know what a loop is. Who can tell Christine what a loop is? Flowers. Flowers. Tell
a loop is when an action keeps on repeating.
for how many times?
I don't know, like it just keeps on repeating. I
On
mean,
repeating. Right. So flowers, you are right, you are correct. You're correct. So Christine, do you understand? Loop basically is just repetition. Something keeps repeating, 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 repeating. And most times cannot even stop still. You understand? Like every day is a loop. If you think about it, every day because it keeps coming. It keeps coming. Doesn't stop. Flowers, you still want to say something?
no,
Okay, your hands are up, that's why. So it's not okay. For example, now I tell you to clap. I tell you to clap 100 times. Okay, Christine, this is for you. If I tell you to clap 100 times, right, and you keep repeating the clap, you keep clapping, 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 clapping. That process now is known as a loop. But once there's repetition, like you keep doing it, you keep repeating, 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 repeating. That's a loop. All right. Do you understand, Christine?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, you understand very soon. All right. In case you are still having difficulties, you understand very soon. So if I if I tell a computer now to clap 50 times, do I have to write clap 50 times? Tolu,
Yes, sir.
you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Um,
Okay.
you don't have to, write it to clap 50 times. You can
Yeah.
just like create a loop and check if using the if function if it has reached the number of claps has been made if it has reached 50 yet,
Good.
unless it's correct.
Good. That's what I was looking out for. So if the number of claps have been made, all right, stop clapping. Do you understand? So where can we see this? Where can we see these things repeating? Okay, for those that game, who can tell me like a good example for the gamers? This one is for the gamers now. Don't hide though. This Rikichi, you don't understand. Rikichi, you don't understand.
Yes, I don't understand.
Okay, Rikichi, if I say keep walking, all right, I don't say keep walking. Wouldn't you want to stop at the end of the day?
Yes.
Good. So instead of me telling you keep walking, I can just say if you've reached a certain place, do you understand? If okay, let's say you're supposed to go to school, I cannot tell you keep walking. Instead, I should just say, if you get to school, stop. That's just what Tolu explained. Is it simpler now?
Yeah.
Or when you
Yeah.
get to school, you understand now, right? Rikechi, what class are you? You're in secondary school, right?
Yes.
JS one,
Yes.
JS two,
Just one.
JS one. Okay. Flowers, how about you?
I just graduated. I'm not in school anymore. I'm not in high school anymore.
Okay, you're going to college.
Uni.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that's chill. How about unique? Um, Dami, I remember Dami once said that. I mean, unique once said that. I mean, he or she is Dami. Please, next time, change the name to Dami so that I can easily identify you. What class are you, Dami? Ah, stop the culture. All right, so that is just the whole idea, right? That's just the whole idea. Let me just play the short one for you because I prefer videos work. Videos help explain better than than videos have this better way of explaining stuff. So let's just watch this. This is from a basketballer. This is what he has to say about loops, right? So let's just sit back and watch. Every athlete knows that you get good by practicing, by repeating the same moves until you get really good, or until you reach your goal. When I was in high school, I wouldn't leave practice until I made 10 free throws in a row. Similarly, when you get to a computer program and repeat a command, you can give it an exact number of times to repeat. Or you can define a goal and tell it to repeat the command until it reaches some goal. In the next example, the repeat block is changed. Instead of specifying how many times you want it to repeat, you can use the repeat until block to tell the Angry Bird to do the same thing until it gets the pig or until it crashes into a wall. And again, we can put multiple blocks inside the loop and repeat a series of actions. Every act. So that is the example. That is just what Tolu talked about. Was the video clear? Was the video helpful? Was the video helpful? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. So that is just the whole idea. That is a basketball. That is not even a developer. That is not a programmer. That's a basketballer explaining loops to his understanding, right? How many of you know him? Who knows that guy? Who knows that guy? So all right. Now we've talked about algorithms. We've talked about sequence. We've talked about conditions. Talked about loops. Now let's go into debugging, right? So normally in coding or in programming, right? Like in the whole idea of programming, issues arise. All right. There can be a lot of problems. There can be a lot of errors that may come out. You get. So that fixing process is what's known as debugging. Do you understand? So now, for example, now a robot is supposed to move forward, but it keeps turning left. Does it mean that the computer is stupid? Hmm? Type your answer in the comments. Does it mean that the computer is stupid? It's supposed to move left. It's supposed to move forward, but now It's moving left. It's moving left. Rikechi, the computer is stupid. Eh? Rikechi, the computer is not stupid though. You understand? It's called an error in code. Alright. That means there's something wrong. The fault is from you, not from the computer. You understand? So the, that means there's something wrong with the instructions. So now finding those finding those errors, finding where the errors are, like the errors are in your instructions, and then solving them or fixing them or fixing that problem is what's known as debugging. So those errors now or those problems are called bugs. You, I'm sure maybe one of some of you have heard all these developers say bugs. They are bugs, bugs in code. Bugs are not the flies. Those bugs are not those bed bugs that I used to buy to in tech. Those are not. That's not what they are referring to. They're referring to errors, right? They're referring to errors. They're referring to problems in the code. So when you fix those errors, you are debugging. You understand? So I think we've gotten enough from the theoretical part. We are going to move into the practical aspects, but I will allow you guys to go for a 10 minutes break. So this is 10:40. So hope everybody understands because when we come back, we will be we will be doing some hands-on. So by next week, because I hadn't made this announcement earlier, we're supposed to be working. We are going to be working with Code.org. Who knows Code.org here? So it's going to be set up for everyone, and that's where we'll be doing our hands-on practicals. Because like next week we'll be going deep into practical aspects. We won't be doing too much of theoretical aspects. We'll be doing into the practical side. You get so at that point I'll stop doing too much talking. At that moment we'll start doing it ourselves, right? We talked about so far the sequence, the conditions, the loops. We're actually going to use them. All right. So Fasue said what is good. Don't worry, when you come back from the break, I will show you everything you need to know about it, about setting it up and everything. All right. So see you guys in 10 minutes. In fact, in 8 minutes, by 10:48. This is just your water break. So by 10:48, be back so that by 10:50, I'm started. I'm starting. This is another chance for people that missed the attendance. I'm going to take another attendance. So come on time. Come by. I'm going to take attendance by 10:48. So I'm doing all of you a favor. So for who wasn't complaining except the body, Christine, this is your chance. All right. So you go for a water break. So I want to enter a very vital part of this class. All right. So now what we are going to do now, what we are going to do now, everything we talked about, like I said before, instruction sequence, uh, conditions, and loops. We are going to see it happen now. All right. So you already say I'm ready. I want to see. I want to see if you are ready for what is about to go down. You ready? Drop your favorite emojis. Nobody's ready. I guess I'll just move it to next week. Should I move it to next week?
No, sir.
Uh,
No, sir.
uh, okay. So let me share my screen. So this website is called. Oh, before I even go on, before I go on, right? How many of you have a personal laptop or PC? How many of you have a laptop? Signify by raising your hands. Signify by raising your hand. If you have a laptop, one, two, three, four. Ella, Ella, I haven't heard from you since you joined this call. Ella, miss your mic and tell me if you have a laptop. Fasue, you don't have a laptop.
No, sir.
Ella, talk to me.
Yes,
Yes.
host, I don't have.
Talk to me. You don't have. Okay. All right. Where have you been, Ella? I don't think I've seen you on the call for quite some time.
Yeah, I just joined today, so I'm trying to like.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. What class are you, Ella?
Yeah, SS1,
Ella, what class are you? SS1. All
SS1.
right. All right. So if you have a laptop, signify. Those have a laptop, please signify. Ugochukwu, you have a laptop. Rikechi, Akebini, Aka, Andika. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. If you don't have a laptop, okay, those that have a laptop, drop your hands. If you don't have a laptop, raise your hands. I think it's better that way. If you do not have a personal laptop, raise your hands. That's way. Ella, where do you belong? Or Andikan and Akan, where do you people belong?
I
Unique.
don't have.
Tolu Ani, where do you belong? Okay, Tolu Ani raise his hand. All right. Okay, so I've got to what I need. So, fortunately for us, the app actually works on mobile. The website actually works on mobile. And sorry, guys, I have running nose, so you just please, please bear with me. So, the website actually runs on mobile and on PC. Right, let me share that real quick. How many of you can see my screen?
You can see a screen, sir.
All right. So this website is known as code.org. 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 This particular website is what we'll be using to that's what we'll be using all throughout the course of this training. Yeah. So I'll drop a guide on how to set it up on your mobile or your laptops or your tablets or anywhere else, right? So I'll just what I'm going to do now is that we're going to look into we're going to actually build a game basically, right? So we're going to build a game. This is just the basic just for it to like have the idea for something bigger, right? So we're going to build a simple game, very simple. All right. So this is Game Lab on in code.org, right? So we'll start by hope you're ready. Hope everybody's ready.
Yes, already.
All right. So first of all, we'll start by setting up the. So this is now the practical part of coding, right? So we'll first of all set up the background of what our game should look like. This is now the programming part of it. Now we'll think of all these things. This is programming. because I'm not writing any code yet, right? So it's different between programming and coding. So we start by thinking, what color should we give our background? What color should we give our background? Oh, if you want blue, let me see your hands. So should we go with blue? If you want green, let me see your hands. Those are what blue, drop your hands. If you want green, let me see your hands. Who has all these issues? Every day you do issues. Okay. I think I think the green have it. Okay, the green just drop their hand. Okay. Then the blue have it. So let's give the background blue. This is just for educational purposes, basically. So it's not like we're going to go with it. It's just like the training process, right? So let's go with blue. So first of all, there are actually some two boxes by the side. Hope everyone can see.
Yes,
There are
sir.
two boxes by the side. So for the purpose of easy interaction, you don't actually have to unmute your. You don't have to raise your hands to speak. You're actually given the permission to speak whenever, so that I can know you're with me because I can't really see my Zoom right now since I'm on a tab. So so first of all, we'll set the background. See, there are two boxes here. So this is the world. This is Sprite. Yeah, this is groups. This is drawing. So we're going to drawing, right? So we set the background color. Background color, right? So you said background color will be what? Blue. Blue. All right. So let's run and see. Can we see that? So just get this, get this right. So now, what do we just tell the computer to do? Change it back. What do we just tell the computer to do right now? We gave it an instruction. Feel free to unmute your mic. I can't see who is raising their hands right now.
So I didn't hear what you
So we
said,
just
sir.
we just give the computer an instruction now. What instruction was that?
To make the background blue for the instruction.
Good. So first of all, we first of all say change the background to blue. The background was white before, right? So now we give an instruction, change the background to blue. That is a code base. That is an instruction. Do you understand? So now we can drop. Let's add a text. Let's add a text.
Sorry for delay. We're having some network issues. We'll get back to you shortly. Tolu, why are you raising your hand?
Sorry, so I will write it down.
Sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, I said that it was raised. I forgot to put it down.
You're breaking. I can't hear you. Come in.
It was a mistake. I raised it up before and I forgot to put it down.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. All right. Sorry guys for the break in transmission. I think yeah. Sorry guys. I had a technical issue on my ends, so thank you, people, for coming in for me. Um, where did I stop, guys?
That I stopped in code or background, changing the background to blue.
Okay, okay, yes, yes. Let me share my screen real quick. Um, so you can see my screen now, right? You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So after this text, right? After this first text, you can see another text here, right? That text, the second text is known as a string. All right. Second text is known as a string. So a string basically is more like letters or words. It's more like letters or words. You get so they're more like called types. All right. So we have in coding we have types. We have types known as strings, and then we have types known as integers. So these numbers here are integers, right? And then this is a string or a word. All right. So what this simply means is that display this word here, this text here, and then this. I'm guessing this should be the sizes. This should be the size of the text. So let me just run this and see what. Okay, let me type in the text. Um, tech camp. Let me just give it some values. Let me give it some values, right? So we have tech and then in here I'll just put like 150. Then I'll put like 200 here. Right. Yeah, so who can see what just happened? What did I just do now? What instruction did I give the who can see my screen? What instruction did I just give the computer? What's something?
You made
I instructed
the
it to
computer
print
to
text,
display
text.
text.
Good, 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 good. So we are all fully right. Christine, you're following, right? Hope it's not too complex. So it's like the most basic of all basics. All right. So now let me give it um let me give it a text a text okay, let me put another text. Let me put another text. So I'll just put welcome welcome to Game Lab. So this is just the size. So let me try this and see how the size comes out. Okay, this is not the size. This is the dimension. This is more like the axis where we want the text to be. So as you can see, the first one should be the x-axis. So the x-axis is zero. How many of us did maths here? So we have the x and the y-axis. Um, Christine, do you know what the x and y-axis is? So as you can see from here, this
No,
zero is the
sir.
x-axis. So you don't know what? Okay, so x-axis simply means um how do I explain it in x-axis is more like a horizontal. You have a cross. Yes, the horizontal line. Okay. How do I simplify this for Christine? Who can help me simplify it for Christine? Who's gonna help me simplify it for
So what's the
Christine?
question, sir?
Uh, and they can help me simplify it for Christine.
Also, basically, uh, like a y-axis, like a straight line, and then that x-axis like in the horizontal line. Then when they meet is point zero. Um, uh, so like how do I put this? If x-axis has like on the x-axis, if going right is positive, but if you go left, it's negative. So like if you're going right, you go zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you're going left, you go -1, -2, -2. Yeah,
All right. Thank you, Andika. It's like you are good in math. Am I right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, so let me just. I'm not sure. Christine, did you get that? Well, I should still simplify again because the whiteboard. So, oh, I cannot. I wanted to actually draw it because it's better to actually visualize it than to explain because myself the way you explained it, I didn't really get. If I was someone that didn't understand before, I might not actually understand. Fasue, you want to actually help us?
So I wanted to ask whether we could change the color of the background. I'm not seeing anything.
The what?
The background color. I'm not seeing what you wrote inside.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, it's not really okay. It's too deep, right? So
Yeah.
these are the things now you look out for when coding. All right. Now
Yeah.
this is programming phase. You looked at it and then you saw that the background was too deep. So
Yeah.
that means you have to change to a lighter background, right? So what color should I use instead?
Um um maybe yellow.
Yellow. Okay, let's see yellow. Let's see yellow. It's clearer
Oh,
now.
a little.
At least so.
But
Okay, don't worry.
it's
I think I'll still zoom it. I'll still increase the font size, the text size.
okay.
Yes, I'll still increase the text size. So okay now. Yeah, and for I needed somebody to explain this, but let me try and
I
transcribe for you.
can
Can
okay.
you can you explain for? Can you try to explain for?
Okay. The x-axis and y-axis are like number lines. So when they meet at the point of origin, which is zero. So if on the x-axis is the horizontal line and the y-axis is the vertical line. So on the horizontal line, if it goes right, that's like from the point of origin, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if it goes left
That's
from the point of
positive.
origin, yeah, that's positive. And
Yes.
but if it goes left, that's negative. That's -1, -2, -3. So the same for the y-axis. If it goes up, that's positive 1, 2, 3, 4. But if it goes down, that's negative -1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Thank you, Faswe. Thank you. So, Christine, what Faswe just explained now, this is just it. Let me transcribe. I think that's the best way to explain. So we have the y-axis. Hope you can see my screen. You can see what I'm drawing on the screen, right? Everybody can see what I'm drawing on the screen, right? Then we have the x-axis.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the y-axis. There's an arrow here. Then there's an arrow here. So now this point is point zero, where both the y-axis. This is the y-axis. Y. This is x-axis. So this point where they meet is the origin, which is zero. So in this scenario now, let me see if I can move this. Well, basically, Sha, this screen we have here by our left, this yellow screen is, let's just say it's like this here. This is the screen here. This is the screen. This is the yellow screen we have. So if I put the text on zero on the x-axis, this is zero on the x-axis, right? It should be somewhere here. If I put it zero on the x and zero on the y, it's here. But as you can see, I didn't put it in zero on y. I put it in 15. That means it's going to go up. If I had put -15, it should have gone down. Maybe you wouldn't have seen it on the screen, basically. So since I put a positive digit, I put a positive integer, it actually went up. So we'll have it somewhere around here instead of down here. Do you understand? Christine, do you understand? So this is zero, this is one. Okay, so this is two, three, four, wherever till infinity. This is one, two, three, four, five, and above. This is one, two, three, four, and above. So if I put, let's just test run. If I put three, let's say, okay, I'll put zero and zero. Watch how the text will come down to the to the bottom left. All right. So let's just see how that goes. Let's practicalize that real quick. So we have zero here. Set run. Where is this? Okay, sorry, hold on, guys. Let's try that again. Zero, zero. So this is the grid, right? These are those lines. So as you can see, it's not even reflecting anywhere. Okay, let's try and make it one and see if it comes out. It's not coming out though. Let's see. Okay, it's coming from above. That means the structure that I drew is not the way it is here. So we have that. Okay, let's try two. Let's try two and see. Two. Is it coming down? Okay, let's try two from here. Two. Ah, is it even moving? Okay, let's do 10, 10. This process now is known as, who can tell what we are doing now? The way we expected it to run is not how it actually runs. Who can tell us what we are doing now? Anybody? Who can tell us?
Error.
Nobody knows.
It's called debugging.
Good. So what we are doing now is called debugging, right? This is called debugging. So now we saw our error that what we gave, like what we expected, was actually what came out, right? So we have to fix it. I really know. You don't just leave. You don't just run away and say, because you not give me what I want, I'll not run away and leave the code like that. You have to actually test run and see where the problem is from. So from my diagnosis now, I can see that the X. Okay, we can even see it here. Sir. If you look at, if you can look down below reset, we can see the actual axis where we are. Can you see? So I'm assuming here is, I'm assuming, I'm assuming, I'm assuming below, I'm assuming down is positive in this particular, scenario. Who agrees with me? Because the more I go, for the x-axis, the more I go right, okay, it's increasing, but for the y, the more I go down, it's increasing. So who can tell what we just discovered now from this our discovery? Who can tell what we just noticed? Anybody? I want to see who
That
are
means I didn't get
these,
it. Then
who are the top upcoming programmers we have in this call. So what have you just noticed?
I didn't get what you said.
You didn't get what I said.
Yes,
Did
now.
somebody else raise their hand? I said that we can see the transcription. You can see the trans, transcription I did on the screen, right? Where I
Yes.
explained that in axis, right? If we are going right on the x-axis, it's positive, and then we are going up on the y-axis, it's positive. But in this our screen,
Yes.
something is different from what we explained. Something is different.
Okay, this the XY is going positive left and positive right and left negative. Like
Yes. So what have you noticed? Can you see the transcription under this reset?
the drawing.
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah, I
On
can
that
see it.
on that reset. On
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the
reset.
X and Y
The
axis.
Yeah. So what have you noticed so far?
That
the origin
oh,
point is actually the
yeah,
baseline.
Good.
yeah,
Good. So now we've seen that from our initial diagram, yeah, going up would have made it positive. But in this case scenario here, going down, let's see, let's test that. On y-axis, this is zero. So we're going down. Are you seeing it's increasing instead of going negative? It's going positive. Can you see? Then on x-axis, I think that x-axis is normal. It goes positive, right? So what we just did now is called debugging. You get, and it's a very very important skill to learn in uh, development, right? Or in tech. You don't just leave your code that way. You see that maybe you saw that an error came out and then things were not going as planned. People just get frustrated and then drop the code and leave. You get, no, you calm down. You start afresh. Look at the codes one by one. What really happened? What was the problem? So now, from that analogy, now we can understand how their axis works. So who can tell me, if you want to make this welcome to game lab come down here, what would I impute in the axis? this welcome to game lab. We want to come down here to the end. So what we impute?
For the first place you impute 20 something, and then the
Okay.
second place you impute like 328.
So 20 what? 20 what are you putting here?
320
You
something
said for the x,
or
what are you
300,
putting for the x?
300 and something.
For the x axis,
No, for the x-axis is like 20 something.
30 something,
No, 20 something.
20 something, 23.
Yeah.
For the y,
Um, let's say 300.
300. So let's run that and see. Moment of truth. Ah,
Mm.
almost. You're almost there, but you understand. You understand it. Clap for him, please. Clap for him. So that is the base. Okay, how about who would I even choose on this call? Well, who am I gonna choose? Um Ekemini. Ekemini, this is for you. If I want to move this welcome to game lab down here, right? Can you see where I'm showing you? What do I impute in the axis? I'll mute your mic and tell me. Down here. Ekemini.
396 for the
300.
first word.
For which of the axis? X or Y?
X.
396, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, we cannot see it again though.
No,
We can't see it again though. Just try again.
120.
So can
Two,
I try?
try.
Okay,
Can
So
help out.
306.
the x-axis is 8 and the y-axis is 374.
The x-axis is what?
8
8.
and the y-axis is 374.
8, as in 8 like this.
Wait,
Yes,
wait, how is it 8?
Then the y is what? 374.
374.
Let's
Wait,
see.
what?
Nah. We're looking at moving it down here. Again, moving it
For
up
That
here.
way, sir. What
x-axis
position?
going to be
So,
Okay, that
Guys,
position.
396.
so
who can see
The
my mouse? Who can see my
100.
mouse?
I. So
Okay,
try
you can talk.
270.
Who is talking now?
Andy can. So try
Oh, yeah,
270. 70.
270 for X. For
Or
Y.
300.
No, X.
For Y, uncle.
Oh, for Y. Try 380. No,
3,
385.
385. Almost. Nice one.
Sir,
So
can
who
I
will
try
finish
again?
it? Oh, yeah, try again.
Sir, hit
410.
the button.
What? No.
Try again. Tolu, try.
Okay, sir. Sir, try 372 for x-axis, then 380 for y-axis.
Then 308.
372.
300. It's going off. It's going off already.
All right.
No, I'm talking about for the x-axis, the first one, 372. Then the y-axis is 380.
Okay, it's going to go off.
yeah, let's go.
Like by far, you know, exactly.
We can't see the
So,
text anymore.
No, X
So
should be like X should be
so
like
this is correct.
So try
310.
390 and 278.
390.
Sorry,
378.
no,
No,
no, no, no, 390 for
Sir,
y
278
try
to
axis. No,
378.
390 for y
One
axis.
person, one person. Huh?
390 for y axis. And then
Okay.
278 for x.
70.
278. Let's
Oh, wait,
see.
no, 278
No,
for x, 390 for
278.
y.
Okay, 278 for X. 390 for Y.
Yeah.
Nice one. But wait, what did it here? Remember?
Oh, why?
This also it was
Try
before.
for X.
Oh,
No, for
We
Y.
want it here. We
Try
want it.
okay.
310.
We want it beside no
310.
field. Who can see this no field here?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
try
Beside. So
No, no, no,
310.
no. You need to reduce y. X is okay. You need to reduce y.
so this
I
is
do
this is
know.
the bugging. This is the bugging. Go on, go on.
So let y be 350.
Three
50 for y.
350.
No,
Okay,
for
for
y,
what?
for y. It
Okay.
was 278 for x, 350 for y.
50 for what?
No, 350.
3.
Yeah.
Sir, try 278 for x-axis and 396 for y-axis.
No, no, no.
Let's try his own first. Let's try his own
Yeah.
first. Almost. We're getting there. We're getting
278 for x-axis,
there.
then
For
396 for y-axis.
390.
6.
No,
No, damn.
396.
If I'm going backward, no, it's not going
it
to
might
work.
go
No.
off. It's go off.
You are going down. You don't
Yes.
understand the algorithm yet.
Um,
You've not understood
Try
the
so
algorithm.
try
310. You know,
345.
start 340,
Sir,
340,
sir, what
340.
portion do you want? Sir, what side do you want?
I said beside no field. Beside no
Okay,
Start
field.
beside no.
340, 40.
345.
345 for X.
Why?
345 for Y. Almost. Nice one. Who said that? Who said that one?
Anyway,
Nice one. Almost there.
Start
We can tweak it,
334,
a bit. Eh?
334, 34.
334.
okay.
The moment of truth. Let's see.
Oh,
Nice
Sharp.
one.
damn,
Who
damn.
said that?
No,
Yes,
sir.
I can. I
No,
can.
no, sir. I told
Show,
Nice
show,
Akan
one,
the
show,
Akan.
answer. No,
show.
Nice
no, sir.
one.
I
Yes.
told Akan the answer.
Eh. Clap yourselves, please. Clap yourself. You all tried. You all tried. That's teamwork. You all tried. Nice one. Nice one, guys. So now let's move on. Let's move on. That was a whole lot, right? That was a whole lot. But you know, at least we debugged it and then we came out with the solution. All right. So what should we add more? Let's add somebody wanted us to increase the characters, right? So let's increase the characters. Let's increase the text size for TechKamp. So let's see 50. 50. Okay, that is for welcome. Okay, that's for welcome to Game Lab. So make that two. What size should I give it to fit the script properly?
10.
12 was okay. 12 was
12.
okay. Yeah. It just increase the tech count.
No, this is to increase the welcome.
Oh yeah. I know.
It could
I
be
mean,
bolder now.
Okay, you want to increase the wall.
I want to increase welcome to Game Lab to fit like this, like how you have
So
it in
I
your
thought
game.
I thought it was for tech camp.
No, that's what I thought too, but it seems this
who
is
is
for.
Joe?
Let's see if I can put for this. Let's see if it
Yeah,
reflects.
50.
Let's see.
No, 50, 50.
It's okay. Let me try putting it on top. All right. So we have. So I think we have to put it on top to get what we want, right? So 50 is okay, right?
Yes, I
So
think
this
it's.
looks. We can agree that this looks scattered, right?
Sir, no,
So
It's very
Yeah,
scattered.
let's
let's
try and move tech camp to the
let's
middle.
let's move TechCamp to the middle and then put welcome to Game Lab under it for it to be like
So well
more.
oh okay, so you could probably put For welcome, you put X at 28, and
X
then Y
at
at X at 28, Y at 150.
that's for TechKamp.
No, for welcome to Game Lab,
X at 28,
Y at
Y
150.
at
150.
150.
Oh, the
Okay.
font reduced.
Okay. Yeah, the first video. I didn't set it. Okay. So
It's still too much.
what do you think we should do now? Is it the font size that is the problem?
Yes,
Yeah, I think it's the
it's the
font
font
size.
size.
Font size. So what's
35,
what is
35,
30.
35, 30, 35, 30?
35.
Is it better?
Yeah, this is
Yeah, it's
better.
better.
All right. Yeah. So let's proceed now. Let's proceed. We've not actually done the character. We are going to run a game, right? So now there's another thing I didn't talk about. I didn't talk about variables, right? So in coding, yeah, there is something called variables and then there's something called values. Okay, so variables basically is just like in this scenario now, variables can be the character name you get. So like let me use myself for example. A variable can be my name. Everybody has a name, right? Everybody has a name, but it's common. Like it's common amongst everybody. But the value, the name itself, is not common. Do you understand? So we all have different
Yes,
names,
sir.
but everybody has a name, right? Everybody has a name. That makes name a variable, but our names are different. That makes it a value. Do you understand?
sir.
That's like the simplest analogy I can give to variables and values. So let's try setting a variable. So this let's put the variable here. So variable, let me make it simpler version. Variable name. Let's use name for example. We're going to add a player. So I think players are sprites. Characters are sprites here. So player name, let's say uh, Techie. All right. Now let's add another variable. Who knows any programming language here?
How do you say?
Python.
Yes, I know
So please
Python,
come
Huh?
again.
I
Java,
know basic.
HTML.
Yeah,
You
I
know
know basic.
Yeah, I know basic.
I know
I
everybody,
basic.
know Python,
everybody need
Yeah.
basic ones in their life.
Java,
Like there's a level you get to, you do
I know
basic, right?
CSS.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Python.
So we have a lot of senior
So,
developers here. Yeah.
so when you say no, do you mean like know how to program, like know how to code on it,
I know Python.
or just know it?
Like just when I mean no, I mean like just the foundational knowledge.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So um so what I do is I don't assume knowledge. You get I just teach it because there might be some people that actually don't have that idea yet. So I don't like assuming knowledge. I don't assume that you should know it. Yes, that's why I had to ask if there was anybody that was like below a particular age because I feel that you may not have heard of it before. You understand? Like Christy, we have Christy here. Yeah. So let's move on. So player, let's create the character now. So you have the player, right? More like our the robot itself. Yeah. Then we create sprites. So create. I think I'll add the create. I think I'll add the sprite somewhere inside the block. Okay, so in this particular this thing, the sprite. Okay, let's just do it like this. Let's take this one out. Let's take this one. How do you take it out? This is a better way to do it. So this is the person we are actually adding to sprite. So in this particular website, sprite is more like the character itself. Like this is a game lab, so sprite is they cause the characters or anything, any entity I put in the game is called a sprite. All right. So let's first of all add our sprite. So our sprite is the player. So all of us are going to do this by ourselves. All right, that will be your assignment. So we'll create a sprite. So let's see how the sprite looks like. Okay, okay, I've not declared. So let's just take this out for now
That you
first.
didn't put it in quotes.
The thank you, I didn't put it in
You didn't
quotes,
put it
right?
in strings. You didn't put it in strings.
Yeah, and I can't even see. I took it out by mistake. Nice one. Who said that? Nice one. So I said it before that when you are specifying a string, you have to put it in quotes. Did I say it before? I don't think I said it. Yeah, so you have to put it in quotes. So the computer knows that this is a string, not an integer. All right. So let's see. What is our character? You can see our character. So let's debug that. Why can't we see our character? Let's see. So who can help us see? Why can't we? Why can't we? Okay, let me move around and see. So hold on, guys. Let me find out from someone. Why we can't sell our sprites?
Sir, I think I know the reason why the sprite is not showing. Wait, sir.
Okay, so what's the reason?
We have not created any variable at all that is the sprite. You don't know the sprite yet. We have not created the sprite.
Okay, yeah,
You
that's
have to click
true.
an function and go and create it.
That's true. That's true. We haven't created the variable. We haven't created a sprite yet. So how do we create a sprite?
We have
I
to
don't.
go to
I know
animation.
we've not interacted with this before.
Yeah, animation.
Yes. So we have to add our sprites, right? So let's
Yes,
add.
sir.
Thank you for that. That should be Tolu. I think I know your voice right now.
Yes, sir.
How about your sister? I saw
That means
your.
that it's
Huh?
not my sister. It's my
She's
brother.
not your. Okay, your
It's not my
brother.
sister.
Okay.
It's my brother. It's just here.
I saw your. I saw your submission.
Yes.
So I hope you are seeing the screen. So this should be the price, right? So I think my name is from here.
So please, how do we get the app so you can do our assignment?
Yes, no, I'll send. I'll drop a link. It's not actually okay.
So
I
how
don't.
should we name
Yeah,
the
app for
sprite?
it.
Should we name it Techie?
Yes, would it be techie? Yeah.
So please, can you erase the X and Y axis stuff?
Okay, oh, it's messing with your screen. Okay, let me take that down. Let me take that down. So for those that used to write on my screen, when once you write, you come back to where you took your pen and find an eraser. I will not say it again. Don't even write on my screen again. I'm the only one that's written to write on my screen.
So you could just undo it instead of using an eraser.
Yeah, but we're still done, sure. Yeah, you cannot do it, so that's the easier way. Thank you for that, Andika. Yeah, so hope it's clearer now. So this is actually my first time of interacting with this. This is my first time of interacting with this. Yeah, so let's see if we can call it from here. Uh, let's see.
So we will not need to. So if you want to this to pop up, we will not need to do this variable player create price thing. We have to remove it. We have to out another one, and
We
then
have
we
to
use
do.
that check. We have
We
to
have
remove
to.
this. So
So you say we should do what? What should we do?
we should remove the variable sprite create sprite 200 200.
Okay, should we move this block like this?
Yes. Then
Okay.
I think we should um
What next?
um sprite. How come sir?
What I actually think, right? What I think is that I think we need to actually try. There's something I'm looking out for. I'm not saying what I'm looking out for.
So I finally found it. So so
I'm going to chat GPT.
I think his network is bad.
Yeah,
I've gotten it.
honestly, I don't know how I'm going to do this work.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you. I can. I can.
Yeah,
Should I share my
yeah,
screen? I think I've gotten it already. Should I share my screen?
sure,
Huh?
sure.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said sure.
Okay. Okay, so where's where's yes, this is let me close this. I use my screen.
I can see it. I can see it. Hey, can you show me how you got there?
This one.
Yeah,
That last stuff.
Okay, so the man told the what we did before, which is the this VR sprites create sprites 100 200. I
Alright.
don't think that this is. Please, I'm coming. Let me try and remove it. I'm not sure this is okay. Next. So what do you want to do? What do you what do you want to tell people this VR sprites? Then I brought this sprite the set animation here. This we already created the sprite for our text. Name it. So I kept the name here. Yeah, in world draw sprites, and I brought it there. Then it was
So how do you reduce like the font?
the font, the size.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's from here.
Oh,
Let's
oh,
try
oh.
100. Let's try 100. 100. This should be the bigger the length.
Ew.
Okay, it's the coordinates. It's the
I think that's
coordinates.
still
Sorry.
the X and Y axis or something.
Yeah, man.
If we are to move,
Stop.
I think if we are changing the size, it should be from here. If we are changing the size,
Oh, bro.
Okay.
be able to change it. I'm trying to find which. Oh, this is an example.
What's this this thing under the techie?
Under the tech,
Yeah.
it won't show.
Okay.
It doesn't make any difference. I
Okay.
think that's the size, and maybe when the man comes back.
Okay.
Maybe I think they'll post this class on YouTube. Probably.
Wonderful
Okay.
trouble. Nothing back.
Guys, stop sharing my screen.
Excellent.
Wait, how do you enter code.org, abeg? So wait, I know. So how do you enter, bro? How do you
Not
enter?
working for me.
How do you
Code.org.
how do you enter? I'm on
Yeah,
code.org.
this was showing.
So
Are
how
you
do
in
you
code?
enter? Yeah,
You're in code.org already. So
yeah.
hey, let me sign out or let me create another. Let me open another.
Okay.
Snap it. Let me open another. See. Are you seeing my screen?
No, I can't see your screen. Let me see.
I don't know.
Okay,
You're not
check.
seeing.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see your screen. I can see your screen. So how do
Always.
you enter?
Can you see my desktop like this?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
That means you should be able to see. Can you see this also?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a profile that I give my email at home. No account sign. So, for instance, if you have a code.org account, you can just open here, then open sign in.
Okay.
And if you don't have a code.org account, when signing, if you don't have an account, you can just create an account.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Who is
Hello,
sharing
sir.
who is sharing screen?
Oh,
I'm so sorry guys for leaving the call. My Starlink is having issues.
okay.
Um we're already behind time. So it's like someone was trying to guide on the.
So I've
No, I'll
gotten
still
it.
drop it again.
So I've gotten
I'll
it.
drop it. You've gotten it right. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
if you can reach out to them, but I'll still drop an official
I already
guide
reached out
how
to
to
them.
go on how to go about it. All right. So
How
just
can
by next by next week, I want it to be like we're all doing it together. You guys.
okay,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, sir, can I ask for something?
All right. What's that?
Is it possible that when this class is ended, you can stop the recording but don't end it? So we can continue.
Okay. You want to remain on the call, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
do that. I'll do that. All right. I'll do that. Who is the host? Please co-host me so I can keep track of something.
I didn't hear what you said.
Whoever is the host should co-host
So
me.
how does that work? I'm the host, but
How
I
did you
don't know how
how did you
to do
become
it.
the host?
I don't know.
I don't know. Please, someone should get that.
How do I host you?
Like just tap on his name
You should
and then
see it
you now
somewhere.
see
Take
one
it
like
over.
three dots. You now click on the dots. You now see past host or
Yeah,
co-host.
yeah.
Then you now
Co-host.
click on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you. So we're already almost done with the because we have like 2 minutes left. So hope you guys learned something today at least, even with all the technical
Yes, I will learn
difficulties.
a
Yes,
lot.
sir. So
You
please,
enjoyed
when
today's
is
class,
the
right?
homework due? Yes,
Huh?
sir.
So,
When is the homework due?
I'll drop it. I apologize for dropping it late yesterday. I apologize for dropping
Yeah.
it late. I was actually in a meeting.
No problem,
So,
sir.
So
sir.
yeah, so I'll try to
so
drop
please,
it
I have a
earlier.
question.
All right, what question do you have?
Please, can you explain the integers and strings again?
Integers and strings.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not really something big. Just take integers as numbers and strings as letters. I'll be words.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
Okay.
computer doesn't understand
Now
when
let
you
me
are
explain.
specifying when you're specifying hold on, when you're specifying a string, you have to make use of semicolons so that the computer knows that that is a word you are referring to. You
Yeah.
understand? But if you are specifying an integer, you don't need to make use of this thing. You don't need to make use of semicolons,
Semicolon.
right? That is
Yeah.
that comes in mostly in equations, like mostly in this is what I'm looking for. Um, we are doing operations. Yeah, it comes in operations. We are doing addition, subtraction. If you are doing 1 plus 1, you get computer understands it as a number. But in strings, if you want to, you can actually call out a number as a string. You understand?
Yeah.
You can call out a number as a string when you use the semicolon. So the
Wait.
computer reads it as a character, not as a character for an equation or an operation, but as a character for a word or like a sentence. You
Okay.
understand?
Yeah.
Who wants to
Thank
say something? Somebody wants to say something. Tolu, Tolu, still want to
Sir?
say something?
No. I've forgotten the question I wanted to ask.
Okay, I thought you wanted to contribute.
Oh, about integers and strings. So you
Yes.
have explained
All
the
right.
integers
So,
and
any more questions? Think of your question because I'll be leaving it any moment from now. I have a call to attend to.
Okay. So, so please, what's the homework?
Okay, the homework. Okay, you get that soon. You get that by 1. You get that by 1 on the
Oh, 1
WhatsApp group.
p.m. Okay.
Yes, by 1 p.m. on the WhatsApp group. So just sit tight. Um, Meanwhile, I want that by next week we're actually doing it together. So I want that by next week everybody must have set up their whether it's on your mobile or whether it's on your system or your tablet. You must have set it up by then, and then they'll be sharing a screen. They'll be sharing a screen for
so I will
for
share our
it.
screen tomorrow.
Yes, not tomorrow.
For
Tomorrow is Saturday.
And so I remember my question. Are we having any class tomorrow?
No, our classes are from
Till
Mondays to
Monday.
Friday. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So our classes are Mondays to Fridays. So I'll give you a project to do for
Yeah. That
Saturday
would be
and
sad.
Sunday. Yeah. So another thing, so we might discontinue the use of the current form we're using now, the tally form. We're planning
Okay.
to, yeah, the tally form, because we're having issues on our end. We don't have any issues submitting, but we're having issues actually sorting out the submissions, right? So we're migrating to Google Classroom. We'll be migrating to Google Classroom. So I'll drop a guide on how you can set that up on your end too. All right. So those are announcements I'll drop. All right. Any
Okay.
more questions?
No more questions on my
All
end.
right. So thank you guys for coming on.
Bye
So
bye.
just before I leave, let me see what you learned. Let me see what you learned today before I leave, so I can know that you took something home to.
Okay. I learned how to code in code.org.
All right. Good.
And I learned about the I learned about if and else statements and everything.
Okay. 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 Andika, everybody should say something. Everybody should say something.
So I learned that the difference between coding and programming, even though they're almost the same thing.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Sorry,
Good.
sorry, sir. I had food in my mouth. I learned the difference between coding and programming. That programming is like the bigger picture, while coding is just writing the instructions.
Good. Ekemini.
I learned how to code.
Good. 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 Christine.
Learn about loop.
You
I
learned
learned
about meat.
I learned
Loop.
I learned the difference between programming and code.
Okay. Good. 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 Omota, I can see that you learned that coding is used in programming. Yes, it's not used in programming. It's just a subset of programming. Thank you. It's just a subset of programming.
Then
It's under.
technology data sets.
Yes, yes. I'm not here from flowers. Flowers are unique, or whoever is behind that. And there are some few names I'm just saying. Olarewaju. Sorry, if I didn't get that right, please correct me. Mr. Mike can say something. Thank you. And Ella. Let's hear
Yes,
from you
I'm
guys.
only as an observer. I'm a parent.
Yeah. Okay, your parents. Okay, okay. Welcome,
Tulu
sir.
and Tulua's parents.
All right, sir. Okay. Ella, what did you learn today? Ella, it's like you came late today. She's not with us. How
Sir,
about unique? Yeah,
please sir, don't forget to not end the meeting, sir.
to drop.
Don't forget to not end the meeting as you're
Yes, I
leaving.
won't. I won't end it. I won't end it. So
Thank
you
you,
guys
sir.
can go on. I'm really late at this point. So, first, you have something to say.
I learned about algorithm.
Algorithms. Wow, wow, wow. That means you guys learned a lot. That means you guys. I'm proud. I'm happy. So, sit back since you want to stay. I will be ending the recording now. And so, see you guys on Monday.
Bye, sir.
Bye.